In the NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs selected Victor Wembanyama, the center from France. Locked On's NBA draft coverage is brought to you by Bird Dogs. Go to birddogs.com/lockedonnba, and they'll throw in a free custom Bird Dogs Yeti-style tumbler with every order. You won't want to take off your Bird Dogs. We promise you that. All right, we have to bring in our host of Locked On Spurs, Jeff Garcia. Jeff, we all knew this pick was coming, but how big is it? Give us some perspective on what Victor Wembanyama means for the Spurs.
Well, first of all, I'm shocked the Spurs took all 5 minutes. I mean, Adam Silver should have just announced it after he did his introductory speech. But yeah, it's huge. The Spurs, they're back on track to they're shortening their rebuild. So I think this is just great news for the Spurs. Lean years in the last 2-3 years of just not making playoffs, uncommon in San Antonio. Here they are. And with Victor, though, you finally get that corner piece that they've been struggling to get. They thought they could have with DeMar, didn't work out. The LMA didn't work out. Why? Well, we know what that happened. Now they have somebody they can build around. And here is Victor about to join, in my opinion, I think a ready-made team for him. I know there's rumblings that they want to tinker with moving up in the draft and whatnot, but I think if they were to run it back with what they have right now, that might be okay. A lot of the roster got a lot of seasoning last year. They weren't stuck in the G League, which historically the Spurs stick their young players in the Austin Spurs system. They got crazy amount of experience. So I would not be surprised if after the All-Star break, the Spurs are up and running, perhaps challenging for a play-in spot.
It's so much positivity, and rightfully so. I really liked this line that I heard that Pop said. He's the beneficiary of serendipity to the highest degree. And it kind of sums it up, right? You had Tim Duncan, you had David Robinson, and now you have this third generational talent. How much does that mean to the Spurs organization, and how cool is it to be able to add this generational talent like Victor?
Yeah, it really is. But I'm also thinking too, hey, there's a lot of hype coming around here too. But nevertheless, no, it is very just great for the city. The city has been urging for this, longing for this for quite some time. Not used to it. San Antonio is known for city of winning, like Victor said yesterday or the other day at an NBA draft media.
For more on the Spurs, make sure you subscribe to the Locked On Spurs podcast wherever you get your podcasts, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.